All right, Nigeria is an interesting place, and so many things are happening inside Nigeria. Yes, they have started running helter and skelter because just America sneezed. They have started running helter and skelter. Yes, they want to replace the vice president of Nigeria because of what America is saying. So, but there is a problem. Yes, there is a problem. People are saying that if they replace a Muslim with a Christian to be vice, that there will be a problem. You see the kind of understanding that we have, but there is no problem. A Muslim ticket, but to replace a Muslim with a Christian, there will be a problem. Showing you that they are divided along religious line. How did we get to this level? This level of division among us. Religious, so religion, nobody is born with any religion. This is what people developed in a way to reach God. In fact, if I should even have my way, I would say no more religion in the world. If you have children, you teach them based on your own experience, because this thing is turning into another thing altogether. Yes, that is why I see people always, they talk about Biafra, because they know that in the southeast we don't have that kind of mentality. Yes, among we don't have Muslims here. Maybe very few people, 0.1% that could be Muslim in the southeast. So we have a kind of like terms in the southeast. We don't have such problem, and people are clamoring for division all the time. That is what people are saying. And this thing, the people in the past saw this thing, that there will be problem, and they were clamoring then for division, and that same problem is still yet here and not solved. Listen to this man, Aliu Farouk, you will see what I'm saying.
In the north. So listen to me. Certainly if you drop a Muslim for a Christian in the north, there'll be problem. Certainly. That's because of the numbers. That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
But about grumbling, I don't know. But okay. I'm telling you that if you replace a Muslim with a Christian, a northern Christian, there'll be problem. Yeah.
Okay. So two things. Number one, definitely a lot of Christians are not happy. And we are seeing it in the massive kidnappings and attacks on Christians. And that's why the conversation about Christian genocide has been on.
You see, so this is why we have Muslim tickets that was flying. People are not complaining, or people that are complaining doesn't matter. To tell you the mentality that they have this mentality that Nigeria own is settled. Yes, Nigeria has been settled, done and dusted. That's why it is not a problem when it is Muslim that is there. Now that they are thinking of bringing in a Christian because America sneezes, they are now raising up ideas that it will be a problem to get a Christian to replace a Muslim as the viceroy. As the viceroy. Well, they are pointing at George Akume is one of them. They are pointing at Bishop Kuka as possible replacement. But let me tell you something. If you ask me, I will tell you that nothing will happen. And these people will still come back and continue. Nothing will happen. Well, let's listen to this full interview.
What's up, guys? In this video, a powerful warning from the north has just shaken Nigeria's political space. This happened live on Arise News this morning show, where a top northern APC chieftain, Farouk Aliu, a Fulani Muslim, made a statement that is already raising serious eyebrows. He said clearly that if a Muslim vice president is dropped for a Christian from the north, there will be problems. According to him, it's all about numbers, insisting that Muslims are the majority in the north and that political decision must follow that reality. But that was not all. He went further to say that Christians are no longer complaining about the Muslim ticket the way they did before the 2023 elections. In his words, the affairs have been settled and this government has not shown any favor towards Muslims over Christians. Then came the most sensitive part. He openly admitted that if Muslims in the north are not comfortable, such a change will not happen. and he confirmed that there are already rumblings. He warned again that replacing a Muslim with a Christian, even a northern Christian, will create serious tension. This statement also backs what a Fulani Muslim woman, Hannatu Musawa, said last week, showing this is a shared position, not just one man's opinion. And just when you think that is all, a bigger question hangs in the air. What will happen in 2027 if these warnings are ignored? Guys, I will let you watch this video for yourself so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Take a look, guys, and remember to share your thoughts after watching.
The Minister of Culture, Tourism and Creative Economy, Hannatu Musawa, made headlines this week after issuing a bold statement warning the All Progressives Congress (APC) about its 2027 presidential ticket, stating that altering the current configuration could affect support in key states. She said the presence of a northern Muslim on the ticket remains a significant factor in electoral calculations across the core northern states. Reacting to this, the APC warned the minister and other senior government and party officials to stop fueling speculations but focus on their primary duty of diligent service to the government and the party. The party also dismissed growing media reports about the possible replacement of Vice President Kashim Shettima as running mate to President Bola Tinubu ahead of the 2027 general election. This latest declaration by the minister has brought back conversations about the Muslim ticket. Joining us on the show to discuss the relevance of the Muslim ticket and if there is a need to alter it ahead of 2027 is Farouk Aliyu, a chieftain of the APC. Good morning, and you're most welcome to the morning show.
Happy New Year.
Well, good morning, Happy New Year to all of you. Ayo, Dr. Abati, and Rufai.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you too.
Well, Mr. Aliyu, well, the narrative is already well laid out. Muslim ticket in relation to the present arrangement and the ambition of certain other persons to say that, maybe perhaps to please President Trump and please those who are, complaining about Christian genocide, that President Tinubu should change the Muslim format. What do you think? Hannatu Musawa already says, no, that will not make sense whatsoever. Many people support her. Some other people criticize her. Where do you stand within that spectrum?
Well, I stand with my party, actually, because these decisions are for the parties and the candidates. So if in the wisdom of our party and our president is to go with another Muslim, so be it. And if he decides to go with the Christian, so be it. And you remember that our party also has warned, has also spoken to us, people that have interface with the media, not to speculate, at least on the Vice President, Kashim Shettima. But whether the Muslim or, non-Muslim, it's important. That's really, time will tell. And it's a political decision which either party can take. If a party decides to go Muslim or Christian, it's absolutely a political decision which will be done at the time when things are up, which means we as a party will decide whether to go along with Muslim is the best for us.
Mr. Ali, your position is like saying nothing. We just said that, a minister of the Federal Republic, Hannatu Musawa, said this. The question, if I may rephrase it, is that do you agree with her in terms of what she said? Don't say, I'm a party man, what party decides. What's your own opinion? You can then say you are not dictating to the party, but this is what you think. Not saying anything party does is okay. We are not in a parliamentary system. I want your opinion, not...
well, exactly. Well, whatever my opinion will be, it will be subjective, because whether I go for... as I said, it is absolutely the decision of the party and the candidate. And in my opinion, the numbers will be looked at, whether to fill in a Muslim or a Christian. The numbers are there to show. Whether in the northern part of the country there are more Muslims is absolutely without doubt. There are more Muslims in the northern part of the country. So any party can decide to either pick a Christian. But if it goes in terms of numbers, certainly there are more Muslims in the north, which means it will be best for the party to take a Muslim if, from the northern part of the country.
All right, that's interesting because if you recall in the 2020 or in the lead up to the 2023 election, there was a big debate around the Muslim tickets because traditionally what you would have for fair representation across board would be a Muslim Christian ticket for that role. Do you think that, as Honorable Musawa has said, if it's either that or nothing at all, it would have political consequences? And this was echoed by former Senate leader, Senator Ali Ndume, who said that if President Bola Tinubu ignores the grumblings of the North, it would have political consequences. Do you agree with this? And how do you think the APC, especially under President Bola Tinubu, can work to engender goodwill in the North?
The first question you should ask, are the Christians still complaining? Are the Christians feeling so changed with the Muslim ticket? And I'm sure it's no, because, I mean, all the fears that the Christians had, has been alleviated. I mean, certainly, this government has got nothing to show on the ground that it's favoring the Muslims over the Christians. So, I think the Muslim ticket can still fly with the APC.
No, but the other part around the grumblings of the North, and this has come up consistently. Senator Ali Ndume made this statement again on our primetime show on Arise News just on Wednesday. What do you think about that?
No, what did he say? I just came back this morning into the country.
No, I'm telling you that he said there are grumblings. Can you tell me? What did he say? That he said that there are grumblings in the North.
What did he say?
That there are grumblings in the North and that the APC cannot afford to ignore the grumblings because it would have political consequences come 2027. Do you agree that there are grumblings in the North? And certainly, how can APC better work?
Well, certainly if there are grumblings in the North, it is worth looking at. Certainly if the Muslims in the North are not comfortable with it, that will not be done. Certainly. Because in terms of the numbers, we're talking of the numbers. And this is a political decision.
Are there grumblings in the North? Is what I should. Do you agree? Because you're just saying certainly if are there grumblings in the North? You're from the North. Do you agree with him that there are grumblings in the North?
No, I'm not only from the North, I'm a Fulani man. Grumbling, what do you mean grumbling over a Muslim or grumbling over a Christian?
That they're not.
Yes, there are more Muslims in the North. Mm-hmm. So listen to me. Certainly if you drop a Muslim for a Christian in the North, there'll be a problem. Certainly, that's because of the numbers. That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
But about grumbling, I don't know. But I'm telling you that if you replace a Muslim with a Christian, a Northern Christian, there'll be a problem. Yeah.
Okay. So two things. Number one, definitely a lot of Christians are not happy. And we are seeing it in the massive kidnappings and attacks on Christians. And that's why the conversation about Christian genocide has been on. It's as if there's a direct attack on ECWA churches. Goodness me, I don't know how many ECWA churches have been attacked. 177 people in Kaduna recently from different churches. All sorts of activities and atrocious activities. Christians are complaining. And they also mute the conversation about a Muslim ticket. Hence the conversation about balancing out the tickets. So those concerns are valid. But let me stretch it also further by asking you, will the North be cool with a Christian ticket?
Okay, now three things. You ask, now the first one about attack on ECWA churches. I take exception to generalizing the Muslims are arranging these things. It's not true. Those kidnapping the churches or people in churches on the streets.
Mr. Farouk.
They do not represent Islam.
Mr. Farouk Ali,
but they do not.
Mr. Farouk Ali, with due respect, you need to apologize to me. Can you tell me anywhere I said just now that Muslims are arranging these things? I never said so. So when you say you take exceptions to what I didn't say, I deserve an apology. Because you misquoted me right in my phrase.
Okay. Okay. I apologize for that.
Very well.
But I also want you to, I apologize for that. But I also put it to you that these things are not, if anybody thinks Muslims are arranging these things, it's not true. It's got nothing to do with Muslims.
It's got nothing to do with Muslims. And
yes.
And I repeat it, it's got nothing to do with Muslims. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Then secondly, whether the Muslims will be good, will be home with Christian ticket, well, let's wait until when we get to the bridge to see whether we can cross it.
No, I'm asking that question
because if you're listen to
based on the North, All right, based on
Okay,
the North,
based on the North,
will they be also be
based
okay
on the North? I know.
with the Christian tickets? Yes.
Based on the North, based on the North, I know the North will not be comfortable with Christian ticket, because if you do that, you are completely alienating the Muslims in the North. Simple. So that's it.
Okay. Thank you.
Another thing that Senator Ali Ndume made, apart from saying there will be consequences in the North depending on the kind of electoral choices that the party will make ahead of 2027, he said that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been held hostage by some persons who do not know Nigeria beyond the Ikoyi and Victoria Island, and who do not understand grassroots politics, and that he cannot, condemn President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but he is surrounded by a group of advisors who are, whose knowledge of Nigerian politics stopped in Ikoyi and Victoria Island, and that when they are not in Ikoyi and Victoria Island, they are going to London or going to the US. Do you agree, as a party member?
Yeah. You see, these kind of things were also alluded when Buhari was in government. A lot of people said that Buhari surrounded himself with people who don't know anywhere. So that is the opinion of my friend Ali Ndume. I don't think so. I think there are so many people around the president who are not from Ikoyi and Victoria Island. I mean, I can name a lot of them, But of course, he has people that are working with him that he knows more than other people. And as a president of Nigeria, you cannot be said to be, leading the country with just few people. And I'm sure President Tinubu is not doing that. There are people across the country that help him to govern this country.
All right, sir. I just have a question quickly, just based on your statement, response to Rufai. Based on you saying that a Christian ticket would alienate the North, using that logic, is that not the same thing you would say that a Muslim ticket would alienate Christian South?
I don't think so.
Why?
We're talking about numbers, as I said. We're talking about numbers. In the northern part of this country, there are more Muslims than the Christians.
So no representation?
Simple. So that's it.
No representation?
And in the wisdom, listen, and in representation?
In terms of fairness in governance?
For the people to decide.
Okay.
What I'm saying, it then left for the people to decide. If you feel Muslim ticket, if the people of this country feel so bad about it, so be it. Let them vote for any party of their choice.
Of debate and quite a few rumors going around, and when elections are approaching, and this is what you see, and it's growing by the day, that the possibility of your party considering to jettison the Muslim ticket, and the possibility of thinking that there should be a Christian running mate to President Bola Tinubu in 2027. That means rather that there is a possibility, if the rumors were true, that Vice President Kashim Shettima might be dropped ahead of 2027. What do you think that they are, or how do you think the North will respond to that, Tinubu on the ballot?
So when you say the North, let me take the core North, the Muslim North, right? Let me take like Katsina, Kano, Kaduna, Kebbi, Jigawa, Zamfara, that Kebbi, Sokoto, that axis. If that were to happen, I think people that say that may not understand the formula or the way politics is. When you talk about politics, the sophistication of politics, the North and the North alone holds more of a key when it comes to the sophistication in politics. Of course, when you talk about education, we're looking at the West Coast, right? And you're talking about trade and maybe Southeast. But the North, that core North, when it comes to politics, honestly, their level of sophistication. Now, Sheun, when you see every Megad, let's say the Malams, right? The one thing that you're going to see in his hand is a radio. Since I was small, I talked to you about me being a Fulani herdswoman. I come from a very rural area in Katsina State. All my family, all the people that I know that have never even been to school have a radio. They've never been to school, but they will tell you about the Russian Revolution. That BBC Hausa did what it was supposed to do. It will. My dad worked in BBC Hausa, so I really understood it from that level. When it comes to politics, that northern that northern area really thrives on politics. That's the one thing that they feel. They have a lot of control and power. So when you don't understand politics in the way they do, then you come at your own peril. So when you start making suppositions from the center, saying, let's change it from here and there, not understanding that these people, for them, politics is a way of life. They wait every 4 years to be able to line up. The man with his 4 wives and their 30 children, everybody's going to line up because that's where they know that they can have an impact in positioning Nigeria. If you don't understand that and don't understand that for them is something of, it's almost like an identity.
So you think that if APC toys with the idea of changing Shetima on the ticket, it might be risky?
I think so. I think so. I really do. I think if we toy with changing the construct of what we have now is a problem. If there's no northern, and I'm going to say it as it is, if there's no House of Fulani Kanuri Muslim on that ticket, it just creates it's a hurdle, and that's the reality of the way the people think.
Top of the day, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make something very, very clear. I am a Muslim that did not do the Muslim ticket. I am a Muslim that is not going to vote the Muslim ticket. And I am a Muslim that is going to campaign against the Muslim ticket. There is no Islamic cleric that has the moral ground to come and tell me how Muslim I am to vote somebody. You do not have that moral ground. You are not God. Yes. And let me tell you people something. Gone past those days that you just come to the mosques and churches and say things to youth and then you think we're just going to accept it and go with it like that. Gone past those days. You can never put us in your contract. It's a contract. When I go collect my contract, do it when I don't do it with my money. But do not bring us into this. Because I see no how somebody would go into the mosque and say that Muslim ticket. If you're a Muslim that is not supporting Muslim ticket, like you are is it that you are fighting God or something? Is that normal? That's why I said most of these guys are content creators. They are content creators, they create content, they go and show the content that they created, and then they give them money for their content. We've gone past that level in this country. And to people in northern Nigeria and the whole of Nigeria, if you not like me, go do them, go vote them. Nobody will stomach. It's your stomach now. It's your well-being that you are actually trying to mess with. It's not a favor. It's not a favor. You are doing it for yourself. You are doing it for yourself and the generation that are actually coming. And somebody will just come and tell me something about one Muslim ticket, or you are trying to tell me how Muslim I am because of one this thing. Look at what this Islamic cleric said, that there is security in northern Nigeria, that the fact that he went to Kebbi and he came back and nothing happened to him, there is security. Because nothing happened, that's to tell you how selfish he is. How about the other people that are going to Kebbi and are being kidnapped? How about the other people that are going to Kebbi and they are finding themselves in the den of these bandits? Because it did not happen to you, it doesn't mean that it's not happening. Until everyone is safe, no one is safe. This is the type of country that we are actually operating in right now. If the government are doing good, wallahi, I'm going to come here and say the government are doing good. But when they are doing bad, let's collectively call a spade a spade. You should dare not come and use religion and think that we are going to fall for it again. It is not going to happen this time around. And this is the fastest election cycle that I've seen. And 2027 is around the corner. And just like I said, I am a Muslim that did not vote the Muslim ticket. I am a Muslim that is not going to vote the Muslim ticket. I am a Muslim that is going to campaign against the Muslim ticket. And as I'm talking to you right now, I do not have a candidate. Anybody that is going to be accountable is that person I'm going to vote for. Anybody that promised to change the status quo is that person I'm going to vote for. Not just promise. Make us believe, make us understand that what you are saying is actually what you are going to do. The same, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said that if he doesn't get us constant electricity in 4 years, we should not vote him in the next election cycle. That is enough for Nigerians not to vote you in the next election cycle. Look at the suffering. Look at the unprecedented insecurity that is happening everywhere in this country. So how do you want us to continue surviving? How do you want us to continue living our lives? And want some Islamic clerics and some Christian clerics will just come and start thinking they are going to brainwash us because you guys followed the back door in the bill and collected money. You are not going to do this with us this time around.
Over 100 churchgoers were recently kidnapped in Kaduna community. The federal government is not doing anything about the Christian genocide happening in Nigeria. Since we don't get this Muslim ticket, we never get peace for this country. And this is the religion you people say is a religion of peace. If this is a religion of peace, how can we have a Muslim ticket? I will not get peace. Because what do you mean by every time kidnap, every time terrorism, every time kidnap, every time terrorism? If you want to go and check it, the background, it's Islam, Muslim. In the name of religion, you people are getting people killed. You are getting family displaced. People don't get better life again. What is going on? Okay, where is the peace now? Where peace? Peace no day. There's no peace. They are killing Christians in Nigeria. Yes, I know a lot of people are getting killed. You say, yes, Christians are getting killed, Muslims are getting killed, Babalawo are getting killed. Yes, but the number is different. Yes, the rate at which Christians are being targeted, it is purely different. And I am sick and tired and looking at the also called big pastors in Nigeria. Now only tithe and sabi collect. God told me this, God said me this, God do this. God cannot go and deliver his children from kidnappers then. You people only know how to preach God to people to collect money, not to rescue them on behalf of God. Because what is going on is getting too much. People are getting too comfortable with all this. Now until they eradicate everybody, finish.
All right, you have heard that interview and all the things involved. Yes, and I notice sometimes people don't relax to watch video. Though some people are saying that my videos now, they are too long, but I'll try as much as possible these days to reduce it. But there are important information, when it comes to uploading videos. I know I don't do that anyhow, so try as much as possible to get the details of that video, and also give us a thumbs up when after watching or during watching. Thank you. I still remains Chinedu.